I'm any new province, and I just finished up the league with He Who Is in the Water's mono black aggro. As always, you can turn your 1-drop sideways in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. So yeah, I think we're going to go Carnophage, Lacerator into Carrion Feeder, or like Carnophage, Lacerator, divest on the following turn. We might even want to just divest on turn 1, then play 2 2-drops or 2 1-drops, depending on what our opponent's up to. So let's see what they're doing. If it's Affinity, we're definitely going to divest. If it's like Stompy, divest is still probably okay. Take out their Pit Skulk or something. Ooh, it's Affinity, or it's probably Monarch, so we might be able to get a land out of them here. Oh, Dark Ritual. Oh man, that is sweet. So I think the plan now is to just Dark Ritual, play Lacerator, Carnophage, probably divest. I'm tempted to just run out Carrion Feeder, but I feel like disrupting them, like taking their 2-drop or something here, is pretty good. So I think I might do that instead of playing the Carrion Feeder, although that might be incorrect. I guess we can play Carrion Feeder. We might even want a Tyrant's Choice the following turn. Yeah, actually, we've got so much damage in hand. I think I might just run out. They might have a blocker, though. All right, so let's Dark Ritual. And Carnophage, Lacerator, and I am going to divest. They might only have like 1 blocker or something like that, and this could really kind of like spell their demise. Moto. Okay, we got it. So opponent is going to be Prophetic Prisming next turn. We could take a land drop, but they have a lot of lands. We could also take Skyfisher because it's kind of the only decent blocker. But Prophetic Prism makes all of their cards a lot worse. Given Radiant Fountain next turn and then playing Skyfisher is still pretty alright, but we're okay with that too. Yeah, so I think they're going to go Radiant Fountain into Skyfisher. Yep, picking up Radiant Fountain. That's alright though. And we'll stack these. Yield. I don't know if we're going to be attacking this turn. We probably kind of have to. This is a really good blocker against us. I'm surprised I didn't pick up the Radiant Fountain. I don't know if I want to tap this here or not. This is kind of tough. I can always yield to this while I'm thinking. Because I can't really attack into this. If I draw Get's Verdict, I'll probably regret not paying the life here. And yeah, this is such a good blocker. Yeah, I will. I think it incentivizes our opponent to just take. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, we probably want to get Dothy Slayer down here. Really blows they had the turn 2 Skyfisher. Maybe I should have taken this instead of the Prism. Alright, so we'll play a land, and let's play Slayer, and then next turn we can Tyrant's Choice. Eventually we can Carrion Feeder, sack both of these guys, and do a pretty good job of starting to get through this core Skyfisher. So we won't see Glinthawk this turn based... Oh, I guess we will. Never mind. They're going to cycle their Secluded Steps, so their hand is about what we know about it. And no attacks from our opponent. Okay. So triggers. I don't think I'm going to play Paper Carnophage. I don't see us attacking with it. So let's Tyrant's Choice and vote for Death. We'll see what our opponent does. They'll probably just take 4 here. Yeah. Gonna take 4. We'll go to combat and swing him with Dothy Slayer because we have to. Yeah, I can see this getting a bit rough, especially with their incidental life gain. I could have taken their 2/3. I think we would have been in a lot better shape. But by taking Prophetic Prism, we make it a lot harder for them to Glinthawk properly. And oh, Oblivion Ring. Weird. Sure. There goes Dothy Slayer. That's pretty good for them. No attacks from our opponent. We won't be taking any damage. Thanks, Kirk. We won't be taking any damage off of Carnophage, but we are going to lose life to Lacerator. We'll play Pulse Tracker, play Carrion Feeder. We're Hellbent. They got 4 cards in hand. We see Great Furnace there. So let's see. Let's see what they want to do here. 3 unknowns. Boros Garrison, Glinthawk. I imagine they're going to get this Great Furnace off the battlefield this turn. with their Glinthawk, but if they drew like a Prophetic Prism or something, things are going to start getting a little messy. We're going to Galvanic Blast our Carrion Feeder. No. Okay. No Metalcraft. So we'll do this, and we will do this. And because this can still attack into a Glinthawk, so Galvanic Blast is going to put it down to 1. We'll see what they have now. Skyfisher, going to pick up Radiant Fountain, I imagine? No, just a plane. So they'll... Okay. I don't really understand the planes there, but I guess because they were going to Boros Garrison back the other land. Opponent will pass. Okay. So let's see what we find. Not going to pay for this. Another Carrion Feeder. Okay, so let's play Carrion Feeder. We can eat one of their Skyfishers with our Carrion Feeder. I know we have to sack our board. We may find an Organ Grinder or something, so it's not a huge loss for us. Yep. So we're going to get to eat a Skyfisher. I guess it doesn't really matter how they block. Now, if they have a Journey to Nowhere in hand or something like that, this is pretty bad, but we'll see what they've got. Pretty good removal from our opponent. It'll take more than a Galvanic Blast, and it will definitely take a Journey to Nowhere to do something about this Carrion Feeder. So we'll see if they've got it. Here goes Great Furnace. Red and nothing floating. Although they're getting pretty aggressive themselves, and we're drawing lands. So I will attack. I mean, they can't just take 5 from this every turn. But I don't mind having a 5/5 against a Galvanic Blast deck, that's for sure. Bazooka Bog. That's pretty bad. We do use our graveyard. So our opponent correctly discerning that they might be able to win this race. And they're at 8. We're going to go to 6. And yeah, depending on how many Galvanic Blasts they have, could just be game here shortly. No attacks from our opponent. Okay, I like that. We find a Lacerator. Okay, I'll go to combat and swing in. I maybe should have played Lacerator there, because if they can block, and then in response to... Okay. So they're going to let both of their creatures die. That was weird. I'll play this. They might have Electrickery in hand or something. Galvanic Blast. Okay, sure. So that would have killed it regardless. So I'm not super upset that I sandbagged this. Could have gone worse. What's up, Scrub Lord? Yeah, man, God tier. Absolutely. That's me. So our opponent is on the Galvanic Blast do nothing plan. I feel like they should be Galvanic Blasting our face, but it is what it is. So we're just going to keep drawing aggressive, really good creatures here. And we'll see what they draw into. They could draw like a Prophetic Prism, I guess. Would help them out. Whatever, man. God tier is what you make it. We're drawing a shocking amount of mana. I guess we have had good top decks in the recent past, but we're all mana right now. So let's see what our opponent finds. Prophetic Prism. I'm going to start drawing. I guess if they're going to try to journey this, we should sack it in response. So I'm not going to be able to F6, unfortunately. While I'd love to. Opponent finds a Glinthawk. That's not great. And here comes Prophetic Prism. They're going to play some birds, draw some cards. Seeker of the Way, that's pretty bad. All right, let's see what happens here. Dothy Slayer. Okay, well, it's a start. And we'll pass the turn. Seeker is going to make this pretty awkward. Like, their core Skyfishers turn on all of this stuff, so do Glinthawks. So they're going to draw further cards. I'm thinking about double blocking the Seeker of the Way. We've seen 3 Galvanic Blasts, so unless they have exactly Galvanic Blast, they might have like Prismatic Strands or something too. But I think letting this live is a way that we lose this game, so I will certainly oblige. Oh, they can't block, right? Shadow. Okay. Oh, they could pick it up later with a Skyfisher. You're right. Good point. I guess like stocking your graveyard isn't that important. Divest. Maybe, I don't know. I think this is pretty much over. This is over. So I'm not going to show them anything else. No way out of this one. All right, cool. Boris Monarch, huh? Well, our divest should be okay if they can turn. We should have taken that core Skyfisher, is what I learned today. So what do you think? Because if I would have taken Skyfisher, I think we would have won. Who knows? They had Prophetic Prism. Liz Fordew, when is it not Desperate Times? So what are we bringing against Monarch, or is it just a bad matchup? I feel like going on the value plan against them with Wrenchbind is probably a bad idea. Fungal Infection, probably not great. It's good against Core Skyfisher with all of our 2/2s, probably. Grotesque Mutation's probably not the worst, actually. Verdict is tight? Yeah, I got it. But we didn't see many tokens. Do we maybe take out the Tyrant's choices, or do we leave those in as well? Probably leave those in. What would you suggest going down? Some of the 1/1s? Like the 2 Pulse Trackers? I know they've got a lot of removal. Oh, because of gain lands. True. Keep the creatures. Got it. Okay. Alright. I can live with that. I can live with that. Yeah. Take a little sip here, just in case there's any forthcoming info. You guys ever worry that you like drink like a monster? Sometimes when I'm just necking my water bottle at work, I'm like, wonder if I look like a barbarian right now. What do you guys think? Is that the sideboarding? I think it is. I don't see how. I kind of like Tyrant's Choice because if verdicts are going to be good, I guess I can keep taking 4. Unless we get a really, really fast start. That was a tough choice on that first divest. I think that was close for sure. Because they were gonna get 2 extra draws. 2 mutations? Alright, gotcha. I guess that lets us attack through Skyfishers as well. I'm imagining these decks usually run like 2 Battle Screech and 1 Sens Enlistment, so we gotta hope to, like, I don't think we can bring in. Wow, it's gonna move the window between games as well. Fantastic. No lander. All right. This isn't super bad. We got the verdict for the first blocker, and I will keep Carnophage. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna start off with Lacerator. I guess it'll keep trading with Glinthawk. They do just turn 1 of Glinthawk to block. They won't. Okay. So we will lose a life, play a land, Carnophage, Pulse Tracker, combat, swing for 2. And we'll see what they want to do. If they like Radiant Fountain Skyfisher, not great, but we got the Guess Verdict for it. Alright, opponent's just going to keep playing lands. I bought this. It's what is he called? Heartwood Storyteller. Alright, our opponent's going to remove our Lacerator. Got it. Turn comes back to us. We will yes to Carnophage. Gothy Slayer is a good draw. We will 4 them. And it's kind of counterproductive. I used the turn off auto yields thing like sort of compulsively. And it shuts off your always yes, always yields, which is kind of brutal. But yeah, it's the Heartwood Storyteller. And I think it's kind of great because, you know, I'm a nice guy. I like to tell stories. Thraby, baby. I don't like that Guess Verdict is about to eat a Thraben Inspector, but I think it kind of has to. So we're going to get a clue, pass it back to us. We will pay. I've actually never played with it. There's a question here as to whether I want a Carnophage Stronghold Confessor, but they probably have a Skyfisher in hand, and being able to pick this up with Skyfisher, pretty bad. So I'd rather make them at least pick up a land, a tap land, or this clue. And we can still use the Stronghold Confessor to continue to be evasive next turn. I'm just going to raw dog this, unless we draw, like, Dark Ritual, of course. Opponent having trouble finding lands. You probably don't want to stumble against us. Alright, sweet. There's more 1-drops. Perfect. Play some 1-drops. We have done a ton of damage to ourselves. Alright, opponent is at 7, so we win next turn. Looking pretty good. The flavor is good. Yeah, that's why I have it. The opponent is drawing very badly. There's Glinthawk, gonna pick up the Alchemist's Vial. I don't know why they... Oh, pick up the clue, okay. Play another Glinthawk. Got it. So all of these will trigger. And we will always yield to them. Always yield, and we will yes. Yes. No, it's not. We actually had a pretty cool discussion about that. Okay, so if I attack, if they block here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to 2. They lose a Glinthawk, and we can follow it up with a menacing creature, and they're going to lose one of their creatures. So I think I am going to run at this Stronghold Crusader, but I am going to attack with everything. They don't call it all in black for nothing, and we'll still get the 1 damage off the Pulse Tracker. So will our opponent block? Bad draws for them. That you definitely get punished by the bad draws. They're at 2. We'll play a land, play Stronghold Confessor, and hopefully our opponent can't amass a board that can stop us here. Removal spell does do it. Like running a couple of removal spells, or even like land into Alchemist's Vial can do it. Alchemist's Vial into land. A blocker. It's fine. Alright, they're going to Skyfisher back a Windscarred Crag. Pretty good. Yep. Love to draw an Edict here. Oh, come on. Don't find it too good in these type of mono black aggro builds. The damage just becomes too much. Yeah, it does. It adds up for sure. So how do they block? They can't double block or they die, so they block. Block. They lose Glinthawk. They take 1. Go down to 2. They have Skyfisher left. We're on lands. So I could have sandbagged that. But anyway, we know only fighting. It seems like our opponent just wants to get this over with. I can relate. Okay, they found their other land. So Alchemist's Vial is going to help them here. Another blocker makes a Stronghold Confessor look pretty dumb. We'll see what 3 mana does. 3 mana gets them a Journey. Brutal. All right. And they found a Relic. Cool. Going to Relic us. I guess we'll get rid of Lacerator. Wow. They're at 2. Tyrant's Choice, man. Imagine what a Tyrant's Choice could do here. We're going to pass. Nothing we can do with 5 mana. Seeker. That's probably going to close it up. I wonder if there were any choices there that I really could have like leveraged. Maybe like a different turn 1 play. Oh, more lands. Okay. Yep, that's probably going to be it. But I mean, not a bad first game, or not a bad first match. I enjoyed the aggression. But I think they're going to close it out pretty quick here. They're going to get in for 5. Game 3. Yeah, I feel like the 2-3 and the Seeker are pretty good against what we're doing. We might have been able to take game 1. If I would have taken Core Skyfisher and let them draw on off the Glinthawk, because they didn't. Oh, wow. The lands. All right, that's it. GG's. Ooh, drawing no landers also not going super well. So mulligan this. Like we shouldn't draw that many more lands, right, guys? This is essentially a 5-land hand, though. Like, I don't think I can keep this one either. Nightbot, what are you doing, bud? Why don't you have the deck tech video? Probably not the time, but we'll see. We'll see why the deck tech command isn't working. Well, it should be. Anyway, I guess Nightbot's just having a nap. Go to 5? Alright. Alright, this isn't too bad. I will keep a land because we have 2 drops. We're on the draw. It's not a disaster. We might be okay. I think we're against Slivers. So play a land, play probably Lacerator, because if they just have a Lord, at least Lacerator can attack through it. Alright, so they're gonna get some flanking. Looks like Sliver's on a one-lander. No, never mind. Just another tap land. There's Carnophage. Alright, so go to combat, attack with Lacerator. I have doubts about them blocking with this Sidewinder Sliver. They do not. I'm going to play Dothy Slayer because it'll continue to attack and get in regardless of what they do. So let's see what they're gonna do here. Trying to race Slivers. Nope, Sliver's gonna be rough. Yes, it will be. Luckily, flanking only happens on attacks, so we'll see what happens. I am gonna swing with both. I still doubt our opponent blocks. They're going to take 4. Doing a pretty good job gaining life. So I'm going to Tyrant's Choice them now. And I will vote for death. I have reason to believe that's not going to bother them one bit. We'll play out Carnophage. And we'll pass. Ultra Super Bob. That's turn. All right, let's see what Ultra Super Bob has for us. That's a lot of lands even for Slivers to top out. So let's see, like Adventurous Impulse or something. No, nothing that can stop our onslaught of 2/2s anyway. So no actual lords. These lords care about attacking, but sure. All right, let's see if they do any blocking. We're gonna get 1,000,000 Infect triggers. And I think we're dead next turn, actually, if we just all-out attack. So, yeah, is this going to be it? So I will pay 1 life for Carnophage, draw Lacerator. Huh. With this much flanking, if we attack with everything, we die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so yeah. We can only block 2 creatures, at which point we still take 6 poison damage. I could play out my 2 1-drops, go to 1 poison damage and very little life. So if I block, we'll take 2. Go to 8, take 3, 4, go to 6. We're both streaming right now? No doubt. We usually do at the same time. I mean, they were they were here first. Is that where everyone is? What do you mean? You guys are all here. I'm going to play out my 1-drops. I'm going to attack with Dothy Slayer, and I'm going to go to just below lethal next turn. If they flunge, we might be able to sneak a win in, but I don't see it. So let's see what happens. We'll go over and get people if that's where everyone is. Ah, Journey from one of our blockers. Very well. So they're going to Journey a Lacerator, meaning we're going to go to 8 poison, 6 life, take... No, we're just dead now. Welp. That's it. Ultra Super Bob on the Super Slivers. Okay. So I feel like Get's Verdict is going to be fine. I think we want to bring in a bunch of our removals. So I'll bring in Get's Verdict. I don't think Organ Grinder is going to matter that much. I guess it is a 3/1. Tyrant's Choice, probably pretty good. We don't want to get rid of that. All of our Edict and Life Loss effects. There's part of me that wants to bring in Fungal Infection because it can outright kill a Lord. But I think we're cutting creatures at that point. And I don't really want to cut any creatures. I might go down 1 Tyrant's Choice for a Fungal Infection, but at that point, I don't think it really matters. So we are going to go up the verdicts and get in. Adjusting my window every time because Moto loves me. All right. Ready? Let's do it. We got a Ritual. We got 2 1-drops and a Divest, so Let's do it. See if we can put them off a Lord for a second. So, Dark Ritual, 1-drop, 1-drop, divest. We have a Verdict in hand, so that's pretty good. They're going to play with Sidewinder Sliver, and then they just have a million Lords. So I think I'm going to take Sentinel Sliver so that at least they can't keep attacking into us, and we'll get them with we'll get their first thing. Yeah. 5-card out of starting hand. Yep. I am going to Verdict this away just so that we can get in damage. Of course, I'll attack first. Gain a life. I like having Night Market Lookout. Okay. Well, yeah, that's not too bad, because we can play with this Carnophage, and then next turn when they play a Lord, we can Gets Verdict it and continue on our plan. Opponent's still not finding lands, so that's good. Yeah, it kind of was. I guess they saw what we were up to, and they weren't too intimidated. So we find another land, because we're so lucky. And we attack for 4. We can leave up our Gets Verdict for their turn. They probably think we have something in hand. We've shown them so many 1-drops. Nothing from our opponent. That's good. We can still answer their first 2-drop. Dothy Horror. Is that the shadow creature we're playing? Very well could be. So we'll play a Carrion Feeder. Go to combat. Swing for 4. Put them down to 9. And we should be able to close this up pretty quick. Especially if they don't find any lands. Is our opponent to discard a hand size phase? They are, and they scoop it up. All right. Let's put one up on the board for the good guys. Whoa, Windows. Chill. Is that one a little bit more expensive? Just because it's called Horror, I have a feeling that it's more expensive. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. So what do we got going on now? What happens down here? What's in the down here land? On the draw, I don't think we change anything. Wrenchmine's probably pretty okay against these guys, actually. Well, I suppose no, because they'll get Hellbent, and then we'll draw a Wrenchmine and we'll lose. It just looked like they were cheating on mana really bad that game because they got stuck on 1 land for 100 years. We operate a little bit better on 1 land than they do. I like this. I like how we sideboarded. Grotesque Mutation is probably okay, but I think we got to do more than gain life to win. Oh, weird. Okay. Man, Moto, are we going to do this all night? This is sketchy, but I might be able to take on the draw, divest into 2 1-drops. That actually doesn't seem very good. 4 landers. These don't attack through any slivers. I don't know. What do you guys think? I actually think this is going away. Yeah, I think it's too slow too, Waltzmark. It's just not... I'm not convinced. You convinced? I'm not. I think it's too slow too. It's not easy though. It's not easy because we get to enact our game plan. If they only have 1 Lord in hand, it kind of depends on their hand. And they're down to 6 as it is. Part of me wants to keep this. Like, part of me is kind of, you know, part of me is into it. But that means they would have had to keep a pretty bad 6. Maybe it is just too slow, though. Yeah, 1 blocker does shut both of our trackers down. But then, like, we're mulliganing for... Like, what are we looking for, right? Yeah, okay. I'm with you guys. Two people is enough to convince me. Yeah, this is way better. way better. Okay, I will keep this. And what are we going to scry to the top? Way better. Dark Ritual Swamp in your opener. Pretty decent. I don't even know if I want another. Yeah, we do have 2 mana cards. I don't think it's too greedy to keep the first swamp. Hopefully we don't find a million more. So play swamp, dark ritual, and 1-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop. Pass turn. Our opponent doesn't have a 1-drop sliver. They could have a lord here. Yeah. So they got a 2/2. Problematic for sure. Okay. Our turn. We lose a life. Find another stronghold confessor. Alright, so they might block Carrion Feeder, at which point I probably want to sacrifice a Stronghold Confessor. But then again, these get, if they don't trade, I'm just gonna attack. Let's see what they do. Because I think I can risk my creatures. They might not want to risk theirs. So we'll do this. Get in for 4, play Confessor. Play Confessor, and pass the turn. See what they're up to. 2 planes isn't that bad. Like I feel like unless they have Sentinel, unless they have Vigilance here, they can get Vigilant with it. Could be pretty awkward. Just flanking. Okay, I'm not afraid of the flanking. I guess that makes our blocks a lot worse, but I don't intend to block. Yep. Makes our attacks a lot better. That's for sure. Opponent still being stuck on land pretty bad. They're stuck on the land that they're looking for. Go to attacks, swing like this. And I'll let blocks go through. They block Lacerator? Sure. Yep. Opponent takes 4. We play an unblockable creature, and this is looking pretty good. Like, they're going to have, you know, pretty decent follow-up here. What are you going to target? Dothy Slayer, probably? And these menace creatures, like, this evasion is doing pretty okay. So we'll sack Dothy Slayer. I highly doubt they have any Journey to Nowhere's going on here. They're just going to get in. Okay. We're going to get an attack for 5. Boom goes the Blackamite. Come on, guys. Let's steal this right here. Let's steal it away. Our opponent on no plays, further planes. Mana screwed again. We find Geth's Verdict. I think that's game. So let's Geth's Verdict you. Go down to 5. We're swinging for 5. We won the match. All right. Good calls on the mulligans, guys. Sweet opener. Okay, so what is this going to be? This is going to be Dark Ritual into Lacerator Dothy Slayer, probably. Or even just, no, I'm going to play 3 1-drops. Keeping it. Let's just dump our hand, team. Let's dump our hand. Swamp, Ritual, 1-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop. Storm count. Oh, we're playing slivers again? Imagine. Tonight is going to be all slivers all night. Hopefully they just get mana screwed like crazy. Yep. The Reptilium is strong with this opponent. Truly. Opponent quickly logging into Twitch. We did win a match, Shazba. We did. Oh man, is this just like Ritual? Ritual lets us play our whole hand. I'm doing it. Okay, so let's play Swamp Ritual. They're probably like, oh my god, is this mono black land destruction? Why? Ritual will bring us up to 5 mana, and that'll let us play our whole hand. Cool. Let's go, opponent. What have you got? Another tap land? That's cute. Mono black aggro strictly better than blue white familiars confirmed. Last night was bumpy, guys. Last night was very bumpy. That was such a good turn 1. What if our opponent doesn't have a land? I bet you feel kind of silly. Dang it. They found it, guys. Solana Ledgewalker. Don't care about that. I wonder what this is. Boggles? It's definitely Boggles. We're trying to raise Boggles right now. So I'm okay trading with this Ledgewalker if that's the case. They're still going to take a buttload of damage here. Our opponent taking the liberty of playing somewhat slowly because they're playing Boggles, and they can do that. We find a land. I guess it was bound to happen eventually. You got a hand that good. Getting in. Gonna gain some life, drain some life. Maybe trade with the Solana Ledgewalker. Opponent's at 13 on turn 2. We just made a 7-point swing. Rancor? Okay. Yeah, attack opponent. I love it. Now draw divest. Yeah. Well, they might have Armadillo Cloak, so if they have Armadillo Cloak in hand, this could get awkward pretty quick. But if they don't have Armadillo Cloak, we could be in good shape. Opponent thinking about whether they want to block. I'm cool with you blocking. I believe Thornbow Archer is still bugged, yes. Unfortunately. So let's see if they found Armadillo Cloak. Pretty awkward. Then we're at parity, I think. They've certainly been doing a lot of thinking. Like, I don't... They couldn't have played it last turn, right? No. So let's see what this is all about. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Scandalous old profile picture. Land? Maybe they drew land. But that makes me think they're not on Armadillo Cloak. Ancestral Mask still isn't a good time. Like Ancestral Mask Abundant Growth or something. That's what their hand looks like. Still at 19, they're at 6. It's turn 4. Let's race these Boggles. Get bogged. Draw Geth's Verdict. Imagine. Bonus chicken. That would truly be the bonus chicken of them all. Come on, opponent. What are you guys up to? Have you guys ever played Boggles? What do you guys think of Boggles decks? I played an Aura-based deck last night. Okay, Ethereal Armor. Okay, no Armadillo Cloak. Come on. Just another Solana Ledgewalker. Okay. All right. Seems fine. Oh, okay. Opponent looking to get blockerific with this Solana Ledgewalker. They are pretty low. Let's see what we draw. Makes you feel dirty. This Night Market Lookout isn't getting any better, so I might just serve with it. I either draw well or I lose. Yeah, it's true. Ooh. Oh, that is spicy. Okay, so let's attack. Because I think this does it, right? So if we... Yeah, let's attack with everything, and then they lose their Boggle, and we'll have Dothy Slayer on board. Or they die. So they can't even lose 4 life or they die. So they're gonna have to sack their Solana Ledgewalker. That worked out pretty well for us. And we will Tyrant's Choice you. Oh, dude, sweet. Each player votes for death or torture. If death gets more votes, each opponent sacrifices a creature. So let's go death. I feel like we've got it. Well, this is gonna die. Like they might just have something else. They're gonna lose their Ethereal Armor. And we play a land because we might draw Stronghold Confessor. Yeah. Or I could have, yeah, I should have just tortured. Frig. I had the game. Okay, well, we punted it away, gang. But they're at 3. I guess if it's Boggle Armadillo Cloak. I messed up pretty bad. So let's hope they don't top deck Armadillo Cloak. If they top deck Armadillo Cloak, I punted a loss. Yes, true punts. True punts indeed. All right. It just, getting them to sack their Boggle is so good. Shouts out to my total punt count of 33. Getting punished? Not today. All right, Hexproof. So Geth's Verdicts will come in. And I think Nausea is probably pretty okay, right? Geth's Verdicts and Nauseas. Pretty alright, Lynx. We're solid 50-50 across the board right now. I think these games will be too fast for Organ Grinder to really matter. What do you guys think? Maybe not though, because we could get into a board stall. That last game was insane. And I punted really bad. I punted away the win. Pappy Pauper, I'm glad you're here. So you were talking about Thornbow Archer. Well, I was at work today and I didn't get a chance to respond to you. Thornbow Archer is bugged. It has been for the last year. Or so, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, you think I should just take out Organ Grinder? I think it's pretty sweet if the board stalls out, but I don't think the board's going to stall out in this matchup. Particularly. I also don't... We'll have to fill our own graveyard, I think. I don't know if Nausea is good enough to bring in. I don't think so. I think just further verdicts. Probably pretty good. Being on the play, very good. How you doing tonight, Lynx? Good to see you, man. I hope you caught that terrific punt. Sometimes you don't read Tyrant's Choice. Alright. So this looks good to me. Grotesque Mutation could be a consideration. So could Nauseas. So could Wrench Mines. There's a lot of stuff in here that would be okay. Nothing quite as good as the fourth guess verdict, but I don't know what I'd take out. We'd be taking out more Tyrant's Choices. I guess in the matches where they do draw Armadillo Cloak, Nausea might be better, but no, it wouldn't be because it wouldn't kill the thing. So yeah, I think we're going to submit like this. I have a good feeling about this. Y'all know how good my gut feelings are. Thank you, Moto, for gracing me with your moving window. Yeah. All right, so opponent's going to keep 7. We've got a couple Tyrant's Choices in hand. I think this is okay. Hey, Taz, what's up, man? Hey-o! Ho! I think this is an alright keep. We've got some evasion. We have some Tyrant's Choices. We got a little bit of life gain from when that matters, and we can start going over the top with Carrion Feeder as time goes on. I don't think this is bad enough to mulligan. We don't have any real edicts. But our opponent's about a cartouche of Solidarity away from this being not as good. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Opponent's down to 6. That's good. They're going to Utopia Sprawl on turn 1. Whatever. The bug gains them like... Yeah. Things could have gone better. Pass the turn. Oh, how was it? How was it? How's old Han doing? Opponent with the 2 mana. Just several enchantments on the battlefield. Fortunately for our opponent, we're not going as fast as we were. So we'll play land, go to combat, get in with Night Market Lookout. Maybe they don't have a Boggle. Who knows? And I think we're just going to run out Dothy Slayer because they could have a summoning sick Boggle that could get in the way of the rest of our creatures next turn. So we're going to do it like this. Opponent, 3 mana. Boggle. And Boggle. And passing. Alright, so let's go to combat. Because we have Edict effects in hand, I kind of want to see if they want to trade with this Night Market Lookout. I believe they won't, because we have Edict effects in hand. And so if that's the case, and they feel like attacking, we'll play a couple more 1-drops and see how they react next turn. So if they have, like I said, Armadillo Cloak is very bad for us. We've just really got to put enough pressure on them that Tyrant's Choice can win the game at some point. Okay, good sign. No Armadillo Cloak yet. Ethereal Armor is pretty scary. Oh, they do have Lifelink. Okay. 2/2 Lifelinker. It's alright, but we're in awesome shape here. Yep, we will pay 1 life. Play a land. Play... Do we play a Carrion Feeder just in case our opponent makes a block we don't like? I think we do. So play Carrion Feeder, go to combat, and swing. Trigger, trigger. Always yield to this. See how low our opponent goes. Pretty low. All right, so we just have to resolve 2 Tyrant's choices and we win. So we will Tyrant's choice. We will vote for torture. And pass the turn. This is Armadillo Cloak or bust for them. So they're at 4. They've got a lifelinker. Now, making this like enormous obviously isn't great news for us. But I feel like Spider Umbra wouldn't have been the play if they had more ways to make this really, really big. So let's see what it is. Another Boggle, okay. And, oh, frig. Okay, well, our opponent's going to gain a bunch of life now. They're going to gain 9 up to 14. Not great news for us. But I don't think we're out of this yet, guys. I really don't. Alright, let's see what happens here. Comes back to us. We're going to go down to 10. We're risking it for the biscuit, guys. So if we swing with everything, presumably they block and block, I guess? Confessor. Okay, Confessor doesn't matter. So I'll play out another Carrion Feeder. And go to combat. Swing with the team. Pretty close to dead next turn. We actually are dead next turn, depending on how this combat step goes. Because I don't think we can get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they don't block, we can win. At least Confessor can block, it's true. Sometimes you torture the Boggles, and sometimes the Boggles torture you. Alright, they're going to block Pulse Tracker. Alright, so we will sacrifice Pulse Tracker. I think we won. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we won. Okay, cool. So sacrifice Carrion Feeder. Turn off auto yield so I don't mess this up somehow. Put our opponent to 4. Tyrant's Choice. Torture them to death. Woo! Feels good, man. All right, we did it. We took out Boggles with a 9/9 lifelinker on the other side of the battlefield, so pretty good. This is definitely an interesting keep, and I don't think we can mulligan for Dark Rituals all day, so I'm going to keep it. I think turn 1 Night Market Lookout is pretty good against a lot of decks. Because they won't... Wait a minute, did we just get paired against the same player? What's going on? Didn't we just play this player? What? Are you guys as weirded out as I am? We just running it back here? I guess I'll try, but that's really weird. Yep. Like beyond weird. Okay. Thanks, Moto. So we're gonna try the Boggles matchup. Sorry, I'm like I am boggled. Apparently someone saw a task come in and wanted us to play the Boggles matchup again. Opponent is on the not Boggle draw. Just Moto things. Yeah, so shouts out to Moto. We're gonna play this matchup. At least they're really fast. So thanks to our opponent for playing so quick. See if they found a blocker. They found a Utopia Sprawl. Okay. And they've got 1,000,000 mana now. Oh, wow. And we have a Gets Verdict. All right. So go in, get some attacks in, play a Dothy Slayer. We're going to close this one up pretty quick. Opponent goes to 9, so I think we've got him next turn. Pass the turn. This is nuts. And now you're laid down, so you can calm. You can calm yourself. That's good. And maybe they'll... Yeah, they're just going to scoop it. Okay. Well, that was weird. Organ Grinder's out. Guess Verdict's in. And we'll see what happens in our next game. Our opponent keeps pretty greedy, I guess. Yeah, that's really bizarre. I feel like both of us jump back in. Yeah, that sucks for them, man. Getting the mono black beatdowns a bunch of times, but I'll take it. Who knows, guys? Maybe tonight we'll have time for Bonus League. Just maybe. Oh my god, with this swamp, this would be so good. Ugh. Okay. Got a mulligan. Yeah, not bad enough to mulligan, so I'm gonna keep. Bottom that. None of that nonsense. Opponent's keeping 7, so I imagine they have a boggle. Turn 1 boggle. Nope, turn 1 Utopia Sprawl. Okay. So we'll play a turn 1 2-drop. Pass the turn. See if our opponent kept another no boggle hand. I imagine they wouldn't, especially after how last game went. Solana Ledgewalker and Ethereal Armor. No, Cartouche. Okay. Dothy Slayer. Okay, so we'll continue playing. We'll play some evasive creatures and pass it over to them. Hope they don't have any lifelink. We'll start attacking into this warrior with our Pulse Tracker next turn, unless they play another Cartouche. What do you guys think about Core Skyfisher and Boggles? There's Ethereal Armor. Means they're going to be able to finish things off pretty quick here. Will block this warrior. 100%. Super weird getting matched up against the same opponent, for sure. There's a Ritual. Okay, so Ritual means we can have 4 mana this turn to play with Stronghold Confessor kicked, which is pretty alright. So I'll just go to combat. No reason to play our land now. Attacks. Drain you. Where did our opponent get all this extra life from? We're just not attacked yet? So they're having to think about whether they're going to block. I kind of doubt they do. Yeah, we're an Edict deck, so... And we will play a land, Dark Ritual, kick a Stronghold Confessor, and pass turn. And we're swinging for 5 too. The difference is they're at 17. And I guess we have this. Given, I mean, their deck is full of enchantments and they just have to play more enchantments to get even scarier. How do you like your breakfast bagels? Oh, lifelink. Bummer. So that's probably going to be it for us. And Armadillo Cloak. So they got a 9/9 lifelinker that can't be blocked except by flyers. And, yep, so we'll go to combat, attack with everything. Opponent's down to 34 and Hellbent. And we're dead. Alright. So here we go. Boggles took one off us. This is just for you, Tass. At least we get to go back on the play next game. Hopefully we find another Dark Ritual opener that can get us off the ground real quick. But let's go. Let's submit. Let's keep it going. Guys, I think we're going to have time for Bonus League. All right. I would love to play first. Cool. Keep. Land. Ritual. Dothy Slayer. And Carnophage. It's tough, right? Like you don't really want to slow it down. Like I think that's one of the benefits of this this build of it is that this deck, if it draws good, you're just beaten face. If I draw another land or a Dark Ritual here, I'm in a lot of trouble. But I just draw another good attacker, so that's good. I can live with that. So get in. We are shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit to do this, but our opponent's on a start as slow as last time. They're on a 2-turn clock, so gonna have to be some lifelinking going on if they want to get out of this. Blade, Cover Scout, and Rancor, I assume. Or just another Bogle. They chose green with Utopia Sprawl, which is odd. Okay, not a big deal. They can get their white with this. Abundant Growth and Cartouche. Cartouche Boosh. Cartouche is awkward because it gives first strike. Yeah, it kind of does, huh? You have to draw well. That's the thing. I don't necessarily know about grinding leagues with decks where you like really have to draw well. Our opponent's on no auras, which is good news for us. So we will pay a life. Oh, lands. Come on. Attack for 8. Hope our opponent isn't on lifelink of some sort. Make our land drop and pass the turn. All right. Come on, no Armadillo Cloak. No lifelink out of the main deck. I feel bad without card draw. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's you kind of make that choice, right? Cartouche, does our opponent have some lifelink? Armadillo Cloak or something? Nice. Okay, so our opponent's going to get in for 4 lifelinking damage. We're just going to swing for 8 again next turn. I guess we can just leave this back on defense. It's like not even that bad. Because our only interaction is edicts. We're going to get in with our Dothy Slayer, which is still good. So we'll play out Carrion Feeder. We're Hellbent now. Get in with Dothy Slayer. Put them down to 6. Now, if I attack with everything, they gain 4. They take another 4. So, like, we're neutral. So there's no point attacking with everything. I could just sacrifice whatever they do block, actually. So yeah, actually, I'm going to swing. And then whenever they block, I'll just sack it to Carrion Feeder. And they'll take another 4 damage. So that was a pretty good draw. So we'll do it like that. Go through to blocks. They have to block. Opponent will take 6. And yeah, so they have to, they're priced into attacking this turn. We have 2 unblockable damage here. Let's see what they can do to try to, oh man, Ethereal Armor. Ugh, that's a 10/10 lifelinker. A fight card. All right, so we'll sack this to itself so that they don't get the lifelink. And they're going to attack for 12 lifelink damage. Ugh. Opponent on the life gain plan. Well, I guess when you play the same opponent twice, you can't draw the perfects both times. And they're going to go up to 14. Might do it. They were on the lifelink draw. We have to tap our Carnophage. And we draw a land. GG. GG indeed, opponent. As a matter of fact, if you even open the chat, Moto resizes the window. Thanks for the game. It's weird we got paired again. Good luck in the rest of your matches. All right, cool. Night boggles. Hopefully. All right. This is a really sketchy keep. We even have our 3-drop. We only have 1 1-drop. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Because, like, we just don't do anything. If we play a 1/1 and they play, like, Mountain... Oh, no! Oh, God, okay. Yep. Divest. Yeah, okay. Hopefully we can take something good enough out of our opponent's hand that we can kind of undo that mulligan. Alright, let's see what happens. Opponent, you're on the play. Start us off. Got a forest. Could it be elves? Could be. Alright, so let's take a critical elf out of their hand. I feel like this is a tough matchup. Let's see what they got going on. This is hard. 2 Lizalanas that they're never going to cast. They're even pretty far off this Timberwatch Elf. Timberwatch Elf will eventually kill us. So if I just take Nettle Sentinel, yeah, let's try to get lucky. They don't play a ton of lands, so let's hope they whiff on land for a little while. Let's see if they whiffed on lands. Ah, daggers. That does the trick. So we're gonna get down Timberwatch Elf. This is gonna close up pretty quick here, gang. There's lots of mana in their deck. It's a little hard to to lean on elves just never drawing mana. All right, let's see what happens. Vanguard, okay. And Timberwatch comes down. Yeah, this is gonna be over in a hurry. I'm not even gonna pay for this. Land. Good stuff. Okay. I'll attack the Blasterator. I guess we just gotta kind of hope they don't that friggin' Priest of Titania. They would have been done. If they find Query Ranger, this is gonna be over real quick. On the bright side, they can't yeah, let's hope Najas do come through, right? It's funny, I think this is actually like an organ grinder matchup. Because if you can disrupt elves well enough, and then like if you can disrupt them well enough, the games do go very long. And if we're bringing in stuff like nauseas and fungal infections, then we might actually want that. All right. Yep. Timberwatch will pump the dork. We're at 10, and let's not find another land. We're dead. So, yeah. All right. Let's not show them anything else. I don't think it's reasonable to continue from here. All right. What do we have? We have lots of stuff in the board. So fungal infections will come in, nauseas will come in, Geth's verdicts will come out, and Tyrant's choices will probably come out. Because our spot removal is a lot better. And I think I might take out one pulse tracker. And I think that's what that looks like. So we're the control deck now for sure. Wrenchmine doesn't really do a whole lot. Maybe taking out removal at all isn't a good idea. Like we could bring these back in. Tyrant's choice probably isn't going to do anything, especially with like Well-Wisher and stuff like that. I don't know how he'd squeeze Geth's verdict in unless we were taking out. So let's see what we've taken out so far. So we've taken out pulse trackers, we've taken out Tyrant's choices, and Geth's verdicts. These guys right here. These three guys. So I don't really know what else I want to go down. Especially, like, I don't think transforming all the way into a control deck is a good idea. Maybe we're bringing in fungal infections. We can take out more pulse trackers and, like, bring back in Geth's verdicts. Yeah, I kind of like that. What do you think? Hugh's in the water. Hugh in there, man? What do you think? I'm thinking go down the rest of the pulse trackers, bring in more removal. And just hope they don't. Like, if we... You can't really 1-for-1 elves to death, though. Then we lose 4 of our 1-drops. It makes our Dark Ritual starts a lot worse. But I kind of like this sideboard. I kind of like having just a bunch of removal for the elves. Yeah, Cult of Pulse Trackers. I think so, too. These still make... Oh my god. This window, man. Oh yeah, Rituals probably could have come out. All right, let's see what we start with. This isn't that bad. So I'm going to keep this. I feel like we can Fungal Infection one of their 1-drops and play a Carrion Feeder next turn anyway. So I think I'm going to just... Unless it's Nettle Sentinel, but if it's Nettle Sentinel, there's no reason leaving this up on turn 1 regardless. Opponent mulliganing to 2. I mean, Elves does mulligan pretty well, so... We shall see. We shall see what the Elves matchup has in store. I feel like our sideboard's pretty good against them. Viridian Longbow. Okay, that doesn't do anything, so we're going to get to play a Dothy Slayer this turn. I like that. Sorry, guys. Still kind of messing around with the with the AV setup. We find some more mana, and I'm okay with that because we might want to cast 3 mana worth of stuff next turn. I'm going to play a Dothy Slayer, and I'm going to go to combat and attack. It could have been Carrion Feeder to leave up Fungal Infection there, but not 100% sure what our opponent's going on with a mulligan that deep. Yeah, they mulliganed hard, man. Hard. All right. So, yep, we have gotten in. We played all our stuff. We'll F6. F6 straight through their turn. See if they found an elf. No elves. All right. We will pay for Carnophage. Dark Ritual. We're still finding a ton of mana, and we can cast all of our spells without all that extra mana. So let's play our Carrion Feeders, go to combat, swing for 4. See if our opponent can recover. I've seen no elves so far. That's good news for us. Hopefully the first elf they find isn't something we can't deal with. All right, there's Priest of Titania. It's so close to a Priestess, though. It always messes me up. So we'll Fungal Infection that. Comes back to our turn. Another Carnophage, and our opponent scoops it up. Cool. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna take out one. No, man, I think Ritual into a bunch of 1-drops is still pretty good. Maybe on the draw. No, on the draw especially, I think it's good. It also functions as like lands. It functions as mana. Like sometimes we just keep sketchy hands with Dark Rituals in them. We don't have lands to substitute. Well, we have a Nausea. We have a Divest. I think so. I think it's worth it. I think this hand's pretty good. So we'll keep. We can turn one Divest and Geth's Verdict. Depending, like, if they have a 1-drop, like, we can get rid of their Mana Dork and then take any other mana producers out of their hand. I feel like they're on a sketchy keep. But then again, we have Nausea on board. So let's wait a turn to do that. Let's just Divest. And see what they've got going on. I'm just going to take a Birchlore Rangers. Oh, but they're going to play this next turn. So if they play land, Birchlore Rangers, they still don't have enough mana for Lizalana Huntmaster. So I actually think I'm going to take one of these Huntmasters. As crazy as that sounds. And then I can Nausea away the Birchlore Ranger later. They might just never be able to cast these, though. I'm going to take Birchlore Rangers because things get kind of heated if they find a Quirion Ranger next turn. So I'm going to take one of those bad boys and we'll pass it back to them, see what they want to do. If they play another 1-drop, I'm perfectly happy Nausea Geth's Verdict next turn. All right, so we will Geth's Verdict away this Fintorn Elves, given what our opponent's hand is doing. All right, so go play a land. We have 4 mana, right? Yeah, so let's just Geth's Verdict. You. And we'll pass the turn. Still hoping our opponent doesn't find more mana. Yeah, and Birchlore gives them blue. Lead the Stampede. Come off it, opponent. Well, they're definitely going to find enough mana to cast one of these Lizalanas next turn. Maybe not next turn. Okay, so they found Quirion Ranger, Well-Wisher, Essence Warden. So I think it's time to snap off our Dark Ritual. That'll put us up to 5 mana, which will let us kick a Stronghold Confessor and divest the Quirion Ranger out of their hand. And then we can Nausea away the other creatures. So let's Dark Ritual, kick a Stronghold Confessor, and divest that Quirion Ranger. And they just have a bunch of 4-drops. So we'll get that Quirion Ranger. We just gotta hope they don't draw another land, guys. They're gonna play Well-Wisher, Essence Warden this turn, and maybe they have another elf, but we can 2-for-1 them with Nausea. There's Essence Warden and Well-Wisher. we're definitely not playing. We're definitely not aggressive enough in this case. I should attack with Stronghold Crusader first, because I'm going to give him -1/-1. Though they might double. They probably won't double block. They're not going to. Okay, so let's Nausea and Lacerator, and just try to fade lands for a minute. Come on, opponent. No plays. No plays. Elvish Mystic. Dang it. Okay. Well, maybe we'll find another Geth's Verdict, another Nausea, another Fungal Infection. Not a land. Deck. Deck. Dude. Be cool, man. We'll swing for 5, and we're going to get Organ Grinder going here now. And our opponent doesn't have any life gain on the go. So that's good for us. We will just play out Organ Grinder. I'm going to hold on to this land. Oh. Now let's run out the land. And pass the turn. They're at 12. So they just run out Lizalana here. We should still be able to get in for 3. Now it's awkward if they can Lizalana 1-drop, of course. But we're pretty close here. Ah, pretty cool. Okay. All right. Okay. They find Birchlore Ranger. It's still very close here. They have Birchlore Rangers. And we'll pass. What do we find? Lacerator dings us. So if we attack with everything, or we attack with these two, they block, they take 3. This is 6. Representing 9 over the next 2 turns. We definitely don't attack with Organ Grinder. I also don't think they're going to block. Okay, so let's go to combat. Yeah, because we can just, like, we could Fungal Infection it or something. Maybe they wanted to play a chump blocker. And their mana is fixed now. They're just going to take 5. Okay, well, if they don't have any life gain, I think we're in really good shape. Like, I think we're doing it. Here comes Lizalana, but does that even really matter? There's Birchlore Ranger. I think Organ Grinder might get us there, guys. Given the Confessor not going to be the best here, but... Alright. Come on, attack with something. We'll grind your organs. Let's find... Oh, I think I took Tyrant's Choice out. I guess Geth's Verdict does it as well. So, turn comes back to us. We lose a life. Dothy Slayer. That's still pretty good. So we will... I wonder if I attack with Stronghold Confessor here. I do, right? Do I really want to? Yeah, because they would have to trade it with Lizalana. Or 3 of their creatures. I think I actually attack with everything. Yeah, because they're just dead, I think, actually. No, they're not just dead. So they'll have to make some pretty bad trades here, or they die. Yep. And yep. So we will... Yeah, that's fine like that. So we'll sacrifice Lacerator, pump up Carrion Feeder, kill some elves. Play Dothy Slayer. Oh, guys, I think we've got it. As long as they don't have lifelink or any life gain in hand, we should have this. Yeah. Like, I think we should have it. Drain for 3, attack for 2 unblockable. Like, I don't think they can get out of this. I think we did it. I think we're going positive. Woo! Nice. All right, guys. All right. Bonus league. Get hyped. Cool. Love it. We can play our whole opening hand. We just played this person, man. Oh, are we gonna get like duplicate matchups again all night? I guess I can just go 3-2 again. I'm happy with that. So I think it's our opponent on slivers. Oh no, elves. Okay, so our opponent changed decks. All right, they're gonna pass to us. Good thing we're so friggin' good against elves, huh, gang? So let's dark ritual, divest you. Just a Birchlore Rangers and a Lead the Stampede they can cast next turn, but maybe that'll be too late because we're gonna play out a bunch of stuff. Oh, that was sweet. Opponent plays a forest, and here comes Lead the Stampede, which means we're gonna get a turn to just swing in all willy-nilly like. They're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage down to 14. We got another 4 in hand, so they're at a virtual pretty low life total here. Ooh, they found some good ones though. Well-Wisher is gonna be an issue. We showed elves what was what last time. Pulse Tracker. Okay, so go to combat. Swing in. Hopefully we find a land one of these days to cast this Tyrant's Choice, play Pulse Tracker, pass the turn. Well-Wisher is going to be a problem. I can already see the issues that Well-Wisher and Quirion Ranger are going to create. But maybe we're too fast. I don't know. So here's Quirion Ranger. We saw the land. Opponent has the unknown that they drew for turn in hand. There's Priest of Titania. All right, opponent not getting the life gain online this turn. Oh, maybe they are. Okay. Well-Wisher. All right. I want to make some trades, opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 6. And then we just have to find a... Oh, okay. All right. There's the Dark Ritual. So let's attack. See if they want to block. Something tells me they won't. No blocks. All right, so what would they... They'll just sacrifice this? Or like I can deal 4 here. They're going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8 life. Ugh, so they like completely undo our last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they're just gonna like undo our attack. Alright, okay. Give them a turn. What if we top deck Tyrant's Choice and win? Or no, we can't, I guess. We can't do that. I hope they just use Quirion Ranger for mana this turn and don't use it for Well-Wisher. Because that would be rad. Dang. Looks like they're going to. Okay. They're going to gain 1,000,000 life. Ooh, okay. Are they not going to gain the extra life? Longbow, sure. They might use Quirion Ranger for Longbow here. Which gives us a chance. So I can equip this up, untap it, kill both of our 1-drops, which is still not great for us. Oh, I think that's how it's going to go down. Or they can untap on both turns. So it's not that good. You'd hope it'd be better. Sure. So we're going to return a forest, untap Quirion Ranger, and they can re-equip Longbow as well. Oh, they are going to untap Well-Wisher. Okay. Opponent saw the plan. Yep, gain some life. Back up to 18. And replaying a forest. Opponent will not play a forest. Our turn. Okay, so I think we're in pretty rough shape here. Go to combat. Swing. They had the combo. They've got the Quirion Ranger Well-Wisher combo, which is bad news for us. They also have the Quirion Ranger Timberwatch Elf combo, which probably kills us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, especially with Priest of Titania and Viridian Longbow. That's probably just it. I think they can go for lethal here. Yeah, Well-Wisher doing its job here. So we're gonna go on the same sideboard plan this time. Hopefully that gets us there. All right, in comes our opponent. We don't have anything instant speed to be doing, so we'll just F6 and let them do their elf thing. We're all well aware of elves taking their time doing things. Only attacking with 2 creatures. Gonna pump. Yep. We take 9. Probably wondering, yeah. So now they're just going to Timberwatch Elf again. We'll take 16. They're gonna gain some life just for the gigs. And they can ping us. Yeah, so they can't just kill us here. They can ping us and then tap this to add mana. So it's close. It's close, but they can't kill us. However, next turn... Oh, they could have killed us, because Lacerator. We lose. Woo! Okay, that was quick. Quick one. We went positive in the last league. Can't really ask for much. Starting it off incredibly pessimistic, as usual. Okay, and let's bring in 3 Gets Verdicts. Or let's bring in a Gets Verdict. And I think we decided to go down our Pulse Trackers and our Tyrant's Choices. Even though Tyrant's Choice I think can be pretty fine, I think we've got to kill them a lot more handedly than that. We really got to shut that life gain down straight away. I could take a 1 ritual, I think, for a Tyrant's Choice. No, I really like the rituals. Like, we just need the mana. Alright, we're the control deck now. 17 land control deck. Incoming. Bonus league readjusting my window. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Who's the explosive deck now? So... Ritual gets us 5. So I think we're going to save the second ritual for next turn. We're just going to ritual once. It gets us 5, so we could like kick Stronghold Confessor and play a Carnophage. No, we can't kick this. Oh yeah, we could. We could kick Stronghold Confessor, play Carnophage. But then next we might not draw land, so next turn we might not be able to interact with them or make any plays. I still think that's pretty strong. Although risky. Yeah, I think it's too risky. For 1 extra point of damage, let's do it like this. Pass the turn. So we're going to be dealing 4 for the foreseeable future. I will definitely Gets Verdict that. Llanowar Elves is good enough to remove. I think we've learned that quite well. Pay for Carnophage. Dang, we drew the land anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to Gets Verdict. And then next turn we'll play the Kicked Confessor, and hopefully our opponent won't have built up an intimidating enough board to do something about it. So we'll Gets Verdict, attack for 4. Or maybe they were relying on that surviving. Like maybe they only have 1 land and they are trying to play... Never mind. Here comes Priestess. Or just Sylvan Ranger. Okay, so they're going to go find another land. Not the scariest elves draw. It could be okay. We could be okay. There's a forest. We have to do a lot of good drawing here, but we might be all right. So we will pay, draw a land, go to combat, attack, attack. You guys ever listen to that band? Attack, attack. You know that one? You guys ever hear that one? So we'll Dark Ritual. Tap this. Stronghold Confessor. Pass the... Oh, frig. Miss my land draw. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because we can't draw a Stronghold Confessor to kick next turn anyway. Could draw Organ Grinder. Still doesn't matter. I knew all along, guys. I knew all along. You like that, huh? Opponent passes on the do-nothings. Ooh, we draw Divest. That's cute. Okay, play our land, go to combat, and swing. Get our opponent real low on life. And we're going to take the most intimidating creature in their hand. Probably something that gains them life. And, or they're going to have like 1,000,000 mana next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. This could be one of those take Quirion Ranger divests. Okay, opponent's going to let it go. They're going to go to 4. Imagine if this was Tyrant's Choice, though. All right, so... This is insane. Okay, so I'm going to take Lizalana Huntmaster. Well, they only have 5 mana next turn. So... yeah, like, well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what they draw. They could tap Priest of Titania for 2. They'd have 5 mana. Cast Lizalana. They'd have 1 mana. So they'd have to draw a 1-drop for it to even matter. They might have to chump with this Lizalana. Whereas they could play Timberwatch, tap Priest of Titania, and... oh man, this is hard. This is very hard. That's what she said. I'm going to take Lizalana, because if they draw a 1-drop, it's a disaster. So we'll do it like that. Let's see what they found. Play a land and lose. That would be pretty wicked. They can still play their Timberwatch, but they have to block with it. They're just going to lead. Okay. So they got 2 mana to play 1-drops with, but still bad blocks with 1-drops. Yeah, it was probably... I probably got... oh, that's good. That's real good. But maybe not insane or anything, but that's pretty good. What do they lead into? Vanguard and Birchlore Rangers? Ugh. Dude. We saw a lead. So here comes Birchlore Rangers. Well, that was a disaster. That was probably like... that was pretty good. Lead the Stampede. It could be anything. They're going to lead again. Okay. And they just found a couple... they found a 2-drop and a 1-drop. So they can cast Vanguard or they can cast Nettle Sentinel. Birchlore. Yeah. They're going to be all right. If they tap too low, they just lose, though. This has Menace. Yep. That'll untap Birchlore Ranger. Or sorry, Nettle Sentinel. Elves, man. Woof. A lot of Elves matches tonight. We found the way. We found the way to play the long matches. If we hit Nausea. Come on, Nausea. Carrion Feeder. Okay. So we'll play Carrion Feeder. Go to combat. They still haven't found any life gain, but we're pretty close to being dead. So they can just spew their hand in Distant Melody and have an enormous Vanguard next turn. And this can't block, but we're not attacking with everything. And they'll take 2 here. Oh, they take 2 from this anyway, and they'll have to double lock this not to die. So it'll probably be like Vanguard, Birchlore Rangers, and then Nettle Sentinel has to trade with this. So that's going to be how that goes. Or they give their Nettle Sentinel up to the Stronghold Confessor, potentially. We got him up against it, though. I don't think that's going to work out like you want it to. Okay. Sure. Carrion Feeder will grab the Carnophage. They'll lose these 2 elves. Take 2, down to 2. And let's see if our opponent can kill us. If they can't kill us, we got them. We're going to have to cast a heck load of elves here. Come on. Come on, don't kill me somehow. They're doing the math. They're doing the math. They've got Distant Melody and a bunch of Priest of Titania mana. 10 Priest of Titania mana. So we'll see if this Vanguard gets big enough. I think it very well could. So we'll find out. Oops. Sorry I keep hitting the mic, guys. Like I said, still trying to figure out this new setup. What do we got here? Viridian Longbow. Alright, that's gonna kill our Dothy Slayer. That sucks. Bummer. So they're not dead now. Yep, they're gonna equip up Sylvan Ranger. Sure. Yep. I don't know if it's game. I feel like they're gonna have to waste a lot of their resources killing this Dothy Slayer so they don't die. So they're gonna re-equip to something. Yep. Ping Slayer. We'll sack. They can't kill us in response. They can untap this. I guess, and they have their blue mana, but then they have to tap out. What if we had, like... is there a black card that gives your creatures flying? We might still be in this. I guess I get to draw a million cards, but we might still be in this. Our opponent doesn't want to tap very low. Fair. They can just keep killing our Dothy Slayers, which really sucks. Or our Organ Grinder. Yeah, you might be right. Bow might just be game. Because you can't block this Vanguard either. And they've had a Timberwatch Elf hanging out in their hand for a little while. They just cast Timberwatch Elf here. Maybe we'll scoop it up. Is our opponent going to go for maximum greed somehow? Can you be greedier? Yeah. I took the Tyrant's Choices out. So, but we didn't run into any. I guess this Geth's Verdict could have been a Tyrant's Choice instead. Warrior and Ranger, gonna untap Priest of Titania. And they're just gonna spew their hand. I think we're very close to just scooping now. We're 3-2. We were 7-5, 3-2. It's a good league. Yeah, I think we're probably done here though. This deck has been a lot of fun. It's hard to compare the two, really. I think Zombies is doing something a little bit different. I think Zombies is a little trickier. It gives your opponent... like, they have to disrupt all of your threats in this deck, whereas there's a few angles that you can just stop Zombies on to, like, stall them out. But that also, by kind of leaning into those 2-for-1 strategies, it gives them a better long game. All right, well, I'm not going to sit here while they do this. I'm going to keep this. It's not terrible. We're playing against Affinity. Oh, we might be able to Stone Rain them. Yes, let's get their only other land. Oh, Dark Ritual. Okay, play a land. Dark Ritual. Divest you. They might only have one other land. Oh, yeah, they do only have one other land. Oh, that's good. Okay. They can get down this Springleaf Drum and then another Flare Husk, and that'll get them up to 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts, but they'll still be like relatively color screwed. So I'm gonna take this Vault of Whispers, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Carnophage, Stronghold Confessor. I feel like Stronghold Confessor just has a better chance of getting in. And no 4/4s for them today. Well, not this second anyway. I kind of want to play with 2 Stronghold Confessors because they're going to get to attack next turn, but we can do it this way. If they want to trade off a Player Husk for Night Market Lookout, then so be it. Pass the turn. See if our opponent found a land. Dang it! All right, I think they're going to be just fine now. So they're going to play another Flare Husk. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 2 mana 4/4s now. And they've got their Gear Seeker Serpent mana for next turn. Well, sometimes your affinity opponent has the good draws. And you find a land. So we'll go to combat, we will attack. But that's probably it. And might spell the end. So we'll play out a couple of menacing creatures. And pass the turn. I imagine we're going to see a big old Gear Seeker Serpent this turn. But our Stronghold Confessors can attack past it, so it doesn't matter. Or they'll just play Mirror Enforcers. Cool. And what do we find? A land. Well, that was fun, huh, gang? We have Get's Verdict, so I'm going to attack with both of these Stronghold Confessors. They'll probably double block. We'll kill this Germ. And there's a chance that they're going to block the other way. Okay, they're not going to block at all. So they know about our Get's Verdicts. Yeah, Affinity, man. It's a good deck. When they draw the other land. If they didn't have this other land, we'd be in way better shape here. But they had it. It happens. There's Gear Seeker. There's Thoughtcast. Yeah, our opponent's just going off over there. Not even going to attack with a 4/4. Pay life for Carnophage, draw another land, and we'll pass. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we can turn it around. Nope. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh, he's the Thoughtcasts. What do you think? What do you think, Spubby? What do you think about mono black aggro versus zombies? I never really get to the bottom of that. What does anybody think? Have you guys seen the zombies list? I'd say they're relatives. I've realized I've left myself very little room to even touch my mouse without bumping my microphone somehow. So, all right, let's see what happens. They're gonna attack us for 9. Okay. Is there a way out? I should have let Carnophage tap last turn. Nope. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Against Affinity, Get's Verdicts are pretty okay. They don't always have the... They don't always have the Flare Husks. They do have Frogmites, though. Maybe Get's Verdict isn't actually that good. Yeah, I don't know about Get's Verdict. What do you guys think? Get's Verdict, is it coming in? Should I not even think about it? Should I just turn boys sideways? Make it happen? We're at 3 losses. This league has been going somewhat worse. Maybe I should have quit while I was ahead. I'm going to bring in the Edicts, and we're going to see what happens. Oh my god. Game window. Yeah, I thought so too. Get's Verdict is quite good against this deck. The Battle of the Sketchy Drawing decks. So we'll keep this. We'll play Night Market Lookout, and I'm glad to have a Carrion Feeder because they can eventually outclass 4/4s. As depressing as that is to just like sack your board into that, but opponent has the turn 1 Springleaf Drum. Their mana looking just fine. So we'll go to combat, we'll get in with Night Market Lookout, and we'll play another Lookout and Carrion Feeder. Shazba, man, no, that's it. You can't leave. You gotta stay forever. You have to humor me. You have to humor me and help me through all these tough times. Frogmite. Yep. Crackling. Uh-oh. Turn off auto yields. Another Night Market Lookout. Alright, so let's play a land, go to combat, swing with everything. Trigger. Drain. I feel like if they're going to do anything about this, they would have done it a while ago. So we'll sack this bad boy. And if they sack an artifact in response, they're not going to. Okay. They take 3. And we'll just play another Carrion Feeder, I think. We can play Carrion Feeder, Night Market, we can play everything. We can play everything. If they want to start sacking artifacts now, then all the power to them. But we do have a lot of X ones. Kind of awkward. We're going to Galv Blast with Metalcraft this Carrion Feeder. Yeah, okay. Night Market Lookout resolves. And we'll cast a Stronghold Confessor. Maybe we don't have to do that. Yeah. I don't think we have to do that because we might get into a position. Yeah. Might get into a position where we can just kick this and then Crackland Shaman doesn't matter as much. Oh, that's pretty good. Opponent's going to draw, and I think it's time to cash in the Shaman and play a 4/4. Attacks from our opponent? Sure, we'll take 2. That's kind of weird. Okay, so we will sack this Night Market Lookout and sack this Night Market Lookout. Now they may respond, and yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. So they're gonna 1 everything, lose their Crackland Shaman. We can't block, but they're at 13. Let's see what this is. Flare Husk. Okay. Well, I'd rather that be in the way than a Mirror Enforcer. Draw Dothy Slayer. Okay, so play Dothy Slayer, go to combat, swing with Carrion Feeder. We are the aggressors. I think I might play the Stronghold Confessor now. Like I feel the need to have the Menace creature out. Because 2 evasive threats, even if they start leaving us back. No, actually no, it still doesn't matter. So if they leave back Mirror Enforcer, if we have to play it to attack into Mirror Enforcer next turn with Carrion Feeder, then we will. Opponent's at 2 cards in hand. With not a great board. Their board just got a lot better. Alright, here they come. Yep. We take 6, we're down to 15. Our turn. Geth's Verdict, eh? Okay, so we'll verdict you. See what they want to sacrifice. We will play Stronghold Confessor. Go to combat. Swing. This is still a 2-for-1, but we've got Dothy Slayer on board, and we would eventually win this race. Then again, like, what if I just like sack both of these to Carrion Feeder? And then I've got a 5-powered attacker, and they have a 4-powered attacker, and they're at 12. So sack this. Yeah, and they can't. It gets it out of Galvanic Blast range, so I think I'm actually going to do that. So let's hope they don't have Galvanic Blast in hand. They don't. Okay, opponent's on 2 cards in hand. Mirror Enforcer on board. Springleaf Drum is the play. Equips up Flare Husk, and it looks like they're going to leave it back to block. Okay, cool. You find another Carrion Feeder. We'll play out Carrion Feeder. And what's this? Galvanic Blast? Metallic Rebuke? My goodness. They're going to fling. Targeting what? Oh, did they just fling wrong? Oh, opponent, no. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that really sucks for them. There's another 4/4. Gonna become a 5/5. Yeah, that's terrible. I've lost enough games on misplays to be a little a little less remorseful for them, but so we'll cast a Stronghold Confessor, go to combat, and swing with both. Yeah, kind of sucks. So if they don't block this, we win. And we will sack our Stronghold Confessor, get it up to 6/6. They take 1. They're Hellbent. Yeah, that sucks. And we win. Come on, opponent. Put us on the board. We won. It doesn't feel good to win like that, but whoops, I got the match thing wrong. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Okay, this is supposed to be like that. My bad. All right, so what do you think? Do you think we sideboarded correctly? I think we're in the right spot. So let's run it back. Let's go. Bonus league. Yeah, no keep here. That's good. Another 1-drop on top, probably something we actually want. So I'm going to keep it, even though it's Night Market Lookout. It's not necessarily the one we were looking for, but it is a way for us to start getting our aggro on. Wow, our opponent is on the 1 land plan again. All right, so let's take Seed of the Synod. Keep in mind that they have Galvanic Blast and hope we fade lands. What's better, Gorilla Shaman or Divest? We're about to find out. Ah! Why do they keep having it? Brutal. Okay. So play. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so we will play a land. Dark Ritual. Night Market Lookout. Carrion Feeder. Night Market Lookout. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. If they just run out the raw ATOG here, or Carapace Forger, this Guess Verdict's going to get a good old target. Carapace Forger, nice. And they have the Galvanic Blast. Cool. Alright, so we will Guess Verdict you. I wish it was getting an ATOG, but it's not. They'll sack, we'll go to combat, and swing. They have a Metalcraft online, so this isn't great, but this life gain looking pretty good right here. pretty. Oh, is that's what you meant? You did bring it up. Okay, sorry. Yes, that's true. Okay, so they have ATOG Mirror Enforcer in hand. They can cast Mirror Enforcer just raw here, and they very well may. They can cast both now. There's Mirror Enforcer, and here comes ATOG. Yep. No evasion for us. There's Divest. So let's see what you've been holding on to. Just a land. So nothing exciting on our opponent's side of the board. We don't swing here, unfortunately. So we'll see if they want to swing. Gotta find some more of those Guess Verdicts. They're gonna drop Thoughtcast, and it's just gonna get out of hand real quick. All right, so they're just gonna get in with Mirror Enforcer. I don't think we block. Definitely don't block. Carnophage will trigger. Yep. Land. Okay, so let's go to attacks. We are going to attack with everything. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so we're not just dead. To ATOG. Well, it depends on what the rest of their hand looks like. Well, especially not now. No, never mind. That doesn't change anything. But, oh, okay. So Galvanic Blast was the last card in their hand. That's pretty good for them. We'll play a land. Pass the turn. Just a Night Market Lookout on board. Not looking super hot for us. Opponent finds a land. And we're pretty close to being dead to ATOG. We'll swing with Mirror Enforcer. We gotta run Edicts pretty good here. Lots of Edicts, one right after the other. Stronghold Confessor does not do the trick. And I honestly don't even think there's a reason to play it here. So we'll pass. Someday they may be able to double block 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So we have to block ATOG with Night Market Lookout next turn. Take 4 again, and then that's probably it. Yep. Go to box. Well, when Affinity draws exactly the card they need off the top of their deck, it looks pretty good. They don't always do that. Land. Well, at least we can kick this. We can kick it. Yes, we can. So now they'll have to sack one of their precious artifacts to swing through Stronghold Confessor. They will, though. Something tells me Springleaf Drum isn't that relevant to them here. Neither is Frogmite. Well, Frogmite could be. Frogmite might be. Here they come. All right, let's get Stronghold Confessor in the way. And pass. See what happens. I don't even really think they have to sack there. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Oh yeah, the window's being silly. Have I played whole games without the window adjusted correctly? I'm not happy about these window shenanigans. All right, so play a land. No way. Sweet. Awesome. Well, welcome. I appreciate you you coming to hang out. So we'll play Dothy Slayer, we'll play Night Market Lookout, and we'll pass the turn. They might kill Night Market Lookout. It does slow down their clock and speeds ours up. So maybe they don't know what it does. Let's hope they don't understand what Night Market Lookout does and they just, yeah, burn our face. And is there an 0-3 in our future? No, there's a Needle Drop though. Needle Drop is a really good card. So what's your favorite deck been so far, pal? What deck have you enjoyed the most in all the possibly Pauper playable days? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna play out the raw Stronghold Confessor here. And Pulse Tracker. And we've got a 4-mana burn spell in hand for our opponent. We're gonna attack them for 4, gain a life. I mean, they could still kill us next turn. That's definitely within the realm of possibility. Burn on the play, pretty scary times. Unfortunately, those bigger threats don't work as well with Dark Ritual since they don't lead to those nuts turn 1 hands. It's true. It's true, it's true. Oh, okay. Sorry. Spubby's up here, Waltzmark up here. Something like Dothy Horror, Foul Imp, or Fledgling Djinn. Fledgling Djinn? What is that? One black, 2/2 flying. At the beginning of your upkeep deals 1 damage to you. What? It's a 2/2 flyer for 1 and a black? You gotta be kidding me. That sounds awesome. What? Is that a common? No way. Yeah. Whiteful Enchantments was a lot of fun. It really, really was. Go to combat, swing, play another 2-drop. Swing, swing, swing. You guys like All American Rejects? Remember that band? I think that's probably like one of the only All American Rejects songs I even know. All right. A little bit of life gain going a long way here, and I think our opponent's dead next turn unless they can kill us. So, see if they can. We're at 12. They're a burn deck. They just need to cast a few burn spells. Feel like they have the ability to do so. There's a Therma Alchemist. Isn't super great against our board. Our opponent will Chain Lightning us. All right. I think we win. Or we're close. It's close. Oh man, imagine if that was more mana. So let's attack. Let's really get let's get our grounds here. So they're down to 9. We're gonna take 4. Oh, we've got them down to 1. Ugh. Rip. So close. So close. All right. And we will Tyrant's Choice you. I wonder if we get rid of the Thermal Alchemist here. Thermal Alchemist is a way that they could deal. Yeah, I think we do. I think we're actually going to vote for death here. They might tie it and go to 1. All right. Can you 10 us? Can you 10 us, opponent? How many Fire Blasts? Lava Spike. Yup. Oh man, it's gonna be close. Burn Spell, Fire Blast. Does it? Do they have the perfects? Searing Blaze. I think we got it. Yeah, we did it. Sweet. Okay. So grotesque mutations come in. I feel like Tyrant's Choices and grotesque mutations are good. I think we take out organ grinders. Right? They can attack through thermal alchemists even if our graveyard's full. That's tough. Do we take out these organ grinders? What do you guys think? I can't move them out of the way. I feel like Wrenchmind is probably pretty okay against these guys too. It's definitely close to making it. Oftentimes we don't have enough creatures for it to be better than Tyrant's Choice. Organ Grinder is important to us closing out against fog decks like Stonehorn Tron. Yeah. Certainly is. What do you guys think? Do the grinders come out? Or mutations? Or do we take out some number of like... Do we take out Geth's Verdicts? Tyrant's Choice was a fine Geth's Verdict back there. I think it can still do that job just fine. What do you guys think? I think the game's just going to be over before we get a ton of value out of this. Like, Grotesque Mutation is kind of the same thing, but it gains us 3 life. I think I convinced myself. I don't think we're going to be grinding it out against this deck. So, yeah, let's hope our Night Market lookouts get us there again. Just that. Readjust that window real quick. Black life gain, good enough to board in against a typical burn deck. So, I'm a big fan of Cartouche of Ambition, but where it's 3 mana, I don't know if that's what we're looking to do. Oh, I should have taken Divest out. I am so dumb. Okay, well, we know what we're doing next time. Divest isn't gonna do it. Their creatures are important for them, but not so important that Divest is that good. Divest is only good this turn as well. And we also have Geth's Verdict, so I think we actually get out Night Market Lookout and try to start gaining life. They might just remove this, though. And fortunately, it looks like they're on a mull to 6. So let's see what this is. Geth's Verdict on, like, Thermal Alchemist this turn would be very good. Okay, sweet. I can live with that. So let's take care of that. Geth's Verdict you. Go to combat, stay at life total parity with burn on the draw. Feels good, man. I like Cartouche of Ambition a lot. If we're talking about life gain in black, then yeah, that's definitely a contender. I wonder if they have Searing Blaze. Firebrand Archer. Okay. Well, that would have been a pretty great target for Divest. Maybe I should have... I guess the Psychic play would be to Divest there. Alright, so play a land. We will go to combat and just swing in with Night Market Lookout. If they want to trade, then so be it. I don't think they will. I'll definitely trade it with my Lacerator, because it's so bad against their deck. Play Dothy Slayer. Play Vampire Lacerator. Oh, Siphon Life as well. Yeah, this deck probably doesn't want Siphon Life, but I could see a lot of decks that would want it. Ooh, our opponent's flooding out. Gotta love that. So here's Searing Blaze. Pretty good. Yep. And what's your last card? It's another creature. I'm gonna tilt out. Okay, it's just Magma Jet. Not the worst thing. Not the worst thing. At all. Okay, we're only at 12 here, and our burn opponent doesn't have any cards in their hand. Oh, yes. Tell me more, tell me more. Sorry guys, a little Grease flashback there. Yeah, I think Siphon Life is just... Oh man, Night Market Lookout? I'm gonna play Stronghold Confessor. We gotta turn up this clock. They can't kill us next turn. They probably can't kill us the turn after that, so I think holding on a Night Market Lookout is okay. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. I don't think it's efficient enough for this sideboard. They're just gonna kill it. Okay, sure. Well, I'm glad we didn't play the other Night Market Lookout now. Play Carnophage. Get in, gain some life. They should be killing these, I feel like. All right, here we go. Winning against Burn. Incoming, I think. Awkward kind of Carnophage stuff happening here, but it is what it is. Ooh, okay. That's very nice. Tag with everything. And what have you got? Oh man, they're at 1. Ugh. I mean, we might as well Tyrant's Choice and kill this Firebrand Archer. I think that's just absolutely the safest bet. So let's vote death. They want to get rid of their Firebrand Archer, then so be it. If they want to take 4, also so be it. All right, pass the turn. What did you find? Because, like, what if I yelled 4 and they had Electrickery and then they could have gone badly? All right, we won. Yes, we would love to play first. Yep. Snap it off. 3/1 drops on turn 1. Seems good. I mean, I could play like a Carnophage here and then next turn. Whoa, thank you very much for the follow, A-Pal. Thanks for coming in and thank you for all those kind words. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy everything. It means a lot. And I hope you continue to enjoy it. There can't be anything better than just firing off. Thanks, EU's in the water. Thank you so much for building this sweet, sweet deck. I'm kind of thinking about just running out of Carnophage here and then running out Kicked Stronghold Confessor next turn, and then following it up with 2 more 1-drops the turn after. I actually think that's kind of okay. But then again, I don't think going slow favors us at all. So let's start attacking for 5. Straight out the gate. So let's Dark Ritual. Play 3 1-drops. Hope our opponent isn't on main deck Swirling Sandstorm. Thank you so much, he was in the water. Thank you for this weird deck. I appreciate it so much. Oh, opponent is excited about this. Our window resized itself. They're excited. So am I. Let's go. Spew goes the hand. Opponent's on turn 1 Forest. Turn 1 Elvish Mystic. We've been playing the elves all night, man. We will continue to elf play. Ooh, divest. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, divest you. Oof. Oh, dude. All right. All right, I see how it is. So it's almost definitely Quirion Ranger. It's only a matter of time. Oh, this is a good hand. Let's take Quirion Ranger. It's only a matter of time before they start getting out of hand. We have played a lot of elves tonight, guys. I guess people are into playing all-in strategies this week. Oh, where's the Pestilence players? Lynx, go get in a league. Go do it, man. He was in the water. Go get your Pestilence beat on. Yep, we'll pay. Found another divest. Nice. Okay, we'll divest again. And let's take a Lizzlana Huntmaster. I think that's about as crazy as things can get. Oh, man. Showing each other opening hands. Yeah, they could be. I like chatting with our opponents, so we're gonna leave the chat open. Lucky on the top deck divest, for sure. And they're just gonna take it. They're down to 9. We're a couple of tortures away. All right, so that's how we know their hand. I imagine things are going to develop from here pretty quickly and pretty scarily. Elves has such a rough matchup against most black decks, and after our sideboard, we really do find all the tools. So, or we have all the tools, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. I think I need a light behind me because I don't like this whole... Yeah, I need a better light behind me. I think that's what we're discovering tonight. Especially if I'm going to line my mic up like this. All right, opponent. Let's keep it moving here. Oh my god, I can't pop the chat out again, or or the window will move. Why is that a thing? All right, opponent, let's go. We're trying to do bonus league here. Play fast, play fast. I'm hellbent, so if they wanna get on in here and come hang out, say a few words in the chat, you're welcome. Get in here. Thank you very, very much for the follow, Clacker. Are you a 420 Dragon fan? Did you hear about clapping becoming a new term that you use to talk about how you beat up other people's decks? All right, that's a couple of pretty good blockers. Nettle Sentinel unknown in our opponent's hand. Oof. Here they go. Here come the elves. All right, so we're going to pay all this stuff. Hopefully draw a bunch of Tyrant's Choices and just steal this thing. Nope. We know only war here, so we're going to do it like this. What about how great I am? There's a thread talking about how great I am? Aw. Well, that's nice. I like that. Oh man, I got to check that out. Yeah, our opponent has a better Dark Ritual. Well, whoever said I was great, thank you. Hey man, I'm checking Reddit. My ego needs this. Well, okay, I'll check Reddit later. We're playing Turbo Leagues right now, but that's awesome, Clacker. Cool. I might have seen that thread pop up talking about good content creators, and my brain just like, I'd hate to leave somebody out. I used to have this like pre-made kind of list that I would pop out, but new Pauper creators coming all the time. Just keep your ears out, guys. You'll find them. All right. Opponent gonna explode. Gonna explode real quick. They're probably dead. They can't just flunge, though. That's why this is interesting. It's not... We're not all the way dead yet. Oh, they can just flunge, because they're gonna make 100 elves. Oh, and there's Timberwatch. All right. Situation... Oh, we're just dead? Are we just dead? No. We're gonna go to 1. But it's not 0. 1 does not equal 0. Big board incoming. Yeah, man. Pauper Ponderings is rad too. I want to do a collab with Pauper Ponderings. Austin, if you're out there listening, man, love your decks. I love that you've been doing this forever. I've been watching your videos since before I even knew how to pop, before I was even popping. So let's do a collab. I don't know what it's going to be. I've never done a collab ever in my life, but you know how it is. Someone send that clip to Austin. Let's go. We're just frugal. We're just very, very frugal individuals. So fungal infections come in, nauseas come in, another guess verdict comes in, pulse trackers come out, and our Tyrant's Choices come out. Although I don't know if taking out all the Tyrant's Choices is good, but it's won us a few games. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like Nerd to the Core's writing a lot. I like Methonical's decks a lot. I like everything Kung Fu Trees has ever done. There's tons of them, like 420 Dragons out there doing his thing. Mikey Ruru's got videos out there. The podcast, Common Guys, Common Knowledge. Friggin' Guarles and Mike. Man, I'm on a first name basis now. Oh my god, that's the one I listen to color commentary. That's the one I listen to like the most, or the one I listened to from the beginning. Color commentary, they're out there. Yeah, there's tons of it. I love that Star City Games. Shouts out to Tom Ross playing Cascade Aggro. You know I'm a fan of the Daily Digest, my dude. And yeah, Channel Fireball's out there doing their thing, playing Pauper decks. MTG Goldfish playing Pauper decks. We're out here, man. We're out here playing commons. Common Canadians. Maybe that's what our collab could be called. Oh, I'm trying to think. Like, I'll forget people, and I'd hate to forget people. I know Ray had a channel where they did the green red tokens stuff for a little bit. Who else? There's so many Pauper content oh my god, Magic the Gathering strat. Guys, go give Magic the Gathering strat a follow right now. All right, so I'm going to keep this. I'm going to actually pass with fungal infection up. We'll see if our opponent mulligans a bunch. Maybe I won't. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoops. Oh! Demonetized. Actually, we can still fungal infection next turn, so I'm going to Carrion Feeder. Oh, this is great, man. Let's go. The Canadian Commonwealth? Oh, yes. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to fungal infection, Elvish Mystic really quick. Thank you very much for the follow, Pax Zinx Pax. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good night tonight. We've been having a lot of fun with mono black aggro. We just took one off burn. That felt pretty good. We played a bunch of Elves decks tonight, so you guys got a Pestilence deck out there. You guys ever played Pestilence? That's a sweet deck. This is really 17 land mono black control. Yeah. All right, I'm having fun chatting with our opponents in Theria too. I think they've got a good number of trophies, which is awesome to know that like somebody with that many trophies is such a nice player. I appreciate that. That's one of the great things about Pauper. Oh, opponent, do I ever have a bad a sad story about this well-wisher? Hey, thank you very much for the follows, guys. Wow, thank you very much, Dead Boy Live or Dead Boy Live. Is that like you're resuscitating a person? You're like, dead boy, live, dead boy. You're like pounding on their chest frantically. It's getting dark and cold and you don't know if they're going to survive and you're just... Okay, sorry. We're good. We're good. Me and my fungus tokens. Going to take it all the way. Let's go. We're going to get a Gets verdict off on their end step or as soon as they cast something worth edicting away. I think they're sticking around too, Waltzmark. I like that you're here for a good time, but you're also here for a long time. And Trooper's Canadian, right? Shouts out to Canada. Got the maple leaf over there. It was funny, like when I was getting ready to stream, Dark Rick getting lit. When I was getting ready to start streaming, I like watched this podcast that was talking about how you have to like develop your style, like figure out what you want to do and find something that really represents you as a person. And I was like, you know what, man, I love Canada. So let's just be all about Canada. Okay, so risky play of the night. We're going to give our opponent a turn here. Okay, we're going to give our opponent a turn. We're going to hold on to this nausea and we're going to see what they do. They might play like Timberwatch Elf and a bunch of that stuff. And that could be awkward, of course, because then we'll have to attack into it at like a loss and then nausea or something. But okay, all right, just Birchland Rangers. That's good news for us. And Nettlesnot's not as good. Who knows though? Who knows? We could still leverage this into a Wrath of God at some point. Wrath of God becoming less likely as time goes on here, though. Yeah, guys, welcome. I'm not sure where you guys came from. Maybe I missed a host notification or something, but thank you very much for the follows. We're having a good time here. We're having a good stream. Good, clean zombie fun. Zombie fungus. Look at this bad boy. This bad boy's back from the dead. Coming for you. Look out. All right, so our opponent's just going to pass. Okay, so let's go to attacks. We might not even have to nausea yet. We'll see what our opponent does. If they get in the way with a Nettle Sentinel, we're gonna do some of the most awkward nauseating of our lives, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna tap Priestess Tide. They're gonna Moment's Peace. Okay, sure. No problem. I can live with that. I can live with the Moments piece. No blocks from them, so maybe we give them another turn. I wonder what they even sacrifice if we Gets Verdict them. They might have a Distant Melody in hand, so now might be the time to Gets Verdict. We're gonna get something good regardless, so let's Verdict them and see what they want to do. I probably should have done that pre-combat, but they had Moments Piece. I think they were casting Moments Piece pretty much regardless there. Buying themselves some time. This is awkward because if they sacrifice an X1. Yeah, I thought they would sacrifice Nettle Sentinel. Okay, good. Good. Play a bunch of X1s. Now. Mono Black Zombies list for a little while now, and Carrion Feeder plus Festering Mummy is so silly against the 1/1 decks. Delver in particular. Yeah, man. When they can't Spell Starter Sprite you, they got you. Or you got them. 100%. Come on, opponent. This is bonus league. This is match 4 bonus league. We're trying to play fast here. Play fast. Get wins. Bonus league. Shouts out to my new neighbors, not calling the cops on me yet. I appreciate them letting me stream upstairs. I can understand how it might be a point of contention. Looks like our opponent is looking to flashback a Moments Piece again. So let's see what we draw. Swamp. We didn't need that. Hello, Shroudgarashi. Welcome. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to just enjoying life, you know, in general. So our opponent fogs their way all the way to the bank, to the fog bank. So we're going to awkwardly kind of continue this little dance until they decide they're going to let us 2 or 3 for 1 them with Nausea. I have a feeling they have Distant Melody in hand, and they're just waiting for the opportunity to get a couple more elves down so that they can cast it. Hello, Shroud de man, gonna mess it up. Anyway, welcome. Still elfing. Still same elf G. Well, we are on bonus league right now, and we 3-2'd the first one. We're down 2 matches, up 1 match here today. So, you know, life's been worse. No Lizalana. Now I hope they play a couple of 1-drops and we can just take care of that and be done with it, which would be great. If both of the cards in their hand are 1-drops, life is good. If both of the cards in their hand aren't 1-drops, you know. There could be a Wrath of God scenario incoming, which would be nice, where we could potentially just leverage this Nausea into being a board wipe, because I think at parity we're actually okay. Like if they block a Carrion Feeder with this Lizalana, then we might be able to do something about it. Or we'll see. We'll see what we draw, and we'll see how next turn shakes out. I have a feeling there's going to be another... Oh my god, deck. Dude. Like, stop. We don't not attack. Like, that is what we do. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Alright, so... sack here. Yeah, I think we just gotta hope to draw another Nausea. I know they have elves in their hand. Who would win, a Carrion Feeder or a Lizalana Huntmaster? If we, yeah, some nice things could be happening if we stop drawing lands. So we're gonna do it like that. See what our opponent wants to do. Oh, here comes something. 3 mana, Luminescent Rain. Okay, well, I'm glad that they're tapped out now. Good enough. They're gonna gain 4. 1 card in hand. So We could turn it around here, gang. So let's sack Carrion Feeder. With it, like, I know it's an Elves deck, and I'm hoping they don't get a bunch of Elves out here, but it is what it is. So let's see. Let's see what they find. They have 2 cards in hand. We have a Dark Ritual. A couple of Elves goes a friggin' long old way for them. Elvish Vanguard in particular. But they don't have a ton of mana to like start exploding. We've got a 3/3 to attack with. Peregrine Drake. Oh my goodness, yeah. I could... Oh, deck! Why? Why? This is a 17 land deck. Why you do this? Alright, our opponent's going to take 3. Elvish Vanguards are going to get real big. It's going to be a big boy right there. And Nettle Sentinel's a pretty good blocker. So I feel like they've managed to turn the corner. We drew just a few too many lands. We could have found a couple of more of our interactive spells there. We might have been okay, but I think this is going to be it. Geth's Verdict. Yeah, our opponent's pretty good against a Geth's Verdict today. So we'll swing with Carrion Feeder. And they'll probably double block. Yep. No, they're just going to chump. Okay. Not even going to chump. Going to take 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on board. Oy. Well, that's Elves for you guys. Some lucky top decks from them. That's it. GG's. Good game. Well played, opponent. Thanks for being a good opponent. I appreciate it if you see this later. So good night, Zen. Tharia. Bad luck. True. We're getting on in the evening. Let's finish this off with a bang. Opponent on turn 1. We played tons of green decks tonight. All right, so we're going to go... If it's a green deck, I think this Divest will be pretty good. So we're going to Dark Ritual. Especially coming from the sideboard on the draw. Yeah, I wonder. See what we're up against. Turn 1 Forest. Turn 1 Ixalan Forest. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh god, the Siege Worm deck. Okay, let's kill them before they have any notions about doing anything even resembling that. Oh god. Innocent Blood, I don't think we really want to sacrifice creatures, right? Jank versus Jank. Zerlik announcing themselves with an appropriate entrance. How you doing tonight, Zerlik? Good to see you. Oh my god. We're versing I draw lands and lose regardless. Oh, aka strictly better green angler. We'll always yield to this. Let's have a look at our opponent's hand. So we've seen the forest, and they've cycled the Tranquil Ticket. If anything, to take a bit of information away from us. No creatures, but I imagine there's going to be a few tokens in our future. There's a Scion Summoner. Okay, Siege Worm coming down in no time here. Carnophage will tick up. Yep. So we're gonna see a Siege Worm. Oh my goodness. But we're going to play another Dothy Slayer. We've got him up against it now. I don't think our opponent's about to start blocking. Like, they could block, but then they're still super far away from Siege Worming. With a Rancor on it, I'm going to get killed by a Siege Worm with a Rancor on it tonight. That's something that is going to happen. Hey man, if it wins... No blocks, only worms. There's Wall of Roots, pretty good against us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This costs 7. So none of that nonsense just yet. I think they're gonna die. I think that's what's gonna happen. This deck is interesting though. It is indeed a blocker. They have good blocks next turn. But they'll still take 5. Then we got 4 on board. And I think it's pretty hard for us to lose from there. Are they trying to figure out if they can't? They can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, guys. All right. This that's a wall of roots with a rancor on it. We've done it. We've done it. Where's Lynx? Swole of roots. Oh, guys, it's happened. Okay, it gets verdict just wins us the game, so we're gonna go attacking. I don't know. Maybe they have incidental life gain. Maybe they have a way to deal with these Dothy Slayers. I really, honestly, couldn't tell you. Sure. Let's see what happens. This is the best thing that's ever happened, I think, in like a game of Magic that I've ever played. I'm gonna tweet this real quick. My computer's not gonna like this, so don't don't get too stressed out. Bonus League was worth it. Just screenshotting this really quick, opponent. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I'm not mocking them here. Really. It's pretty cool. Like it is cool. I hope you're okay with me stealing the Swole of Roots quote, Zerlik. Dude needs a landscaper. When I put a rancor on a defender, I attacked with it for 16 because I gave it double strike and commander is fun. Was it like mono green? Kavu Primarch. We're gonna get a real creature with this Geth's Verdict. This is a sad day, guys. I think we're about to see the Wall of Roots go. I mean, this is the deck to play Doomblade against, for sure. All right. We got nothing, right? Geth's Verdicts, I guess. Not even. Wrench Mines, really expensive cards. So Wrench Mines are probably okay. I'm not gonna sideboard. I don't think there's any reason to get interactive. I think we're just gonna go fast. We could even take out Organ Grinders for grotesque mutations, which I think I actually might do. And yeah, let's do it like that. Wow, that was sweet. They're gonna beat us now. I hope you guys know, just because I made all those jokes about my opponent's deck, now we're gonna lose. I hope they do so quickly, no matter what they do. Wakestone Gargoyle needs to be downshifted ASAP. What's that? What's that? Oh, you can look at... I keep forgetting about MTG bots. Excellent functionality. Oh my goodness. It just... Window, please. Yeah, this hand is fine enough. It's certainly not as fast as our last hand. Who knows how fast our opponent's going to resolve a giant threat. Oh, Essence Warden. Okay. Well, we're going to have to do something about that real quick. Let's run out Night Market Lookout. I feel like they're trying to take it slowly. Sure are. Let's hope they don't play a creature here and we just get to Geth's Verdict this. Dang it. Well, I think we at least get a decent creature with whatever we get here, so Gets Verdict. Because this is a problem for us, and this is a problem for us. I think either or. Ooh, wow, they're going to let Essence Warden go. So I think Essence Warden was actually... I think it's much better. You know, it doesn't wear a Rancor that well. So I understand. And I think it's hard for me to, like... Oh, they're going to gain 8 life. Okay. Life does go on, opponent. There's Scion Summoner... Alright, so they are going to get to take care of our Night Market Lookout. I think we want to kick these. So, ooh, another Gets Verdict. So let's play a land. Play Carrion Feeder. Go to combat. Let's see how they block. They might just block with Wall of Roots. Silent Summoner is a good card. I have a feeling they're going to sacrifice this at some point next turn. So we'll sack Night Market Lookout, make our Carrion Feeder bigger, and pass the turn. I will Gets Verdict them on the end of their turn. And then we'll start kicking Stronghold Crusaders, and hopefully they don't just have 100 big creatures. People might revolt if the power is suddenly Creatures you control with Defender can attack. Oh, cool. That is really interesting. They're going to epically confront our Carrion Feeder. You will. All right. Opponent's on the removal plan. You're going to get in. Okay. And because these are only 3/3s, I'm still going to Gets Verdict them. I know it only gets the Eldrazi Scion, and that kind of feels bad, but it also represents mana for them. We don't necessarily want them to have a lot of that. And we basically just have to try to close this thing out. Stronghold Confessor. Welcome to Dominaria Limited. And they're pretty far away from casting their huge creatures anyway. So I think 3/3 menace creatures are going to go pretty far, depending. They might just Rancor up this Wall of Roots, and I'll be eating my words. Seeing Essence Wardens and stuff, like, I kind of want to bring in Fungal Infections for them, but I don't know that they're going to trade all of their stuff for this Stronghold Confessor, and then we're just going to play another one. So let's see how they block. If they block. They're not going to block. Okay. Play another Stronghold Confessor, and we'll keep going. This Tyrant Choice looking pretty bad here. Now they're going to have to address one of these things next turn. Ooh, another Scion Summoner. Alright, double blocking. Double blocking with Scion Summoners, not a non-thing. And we draw a land. Not great. Okay, so go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent still is not blocking. Okay. Play Carnophage. And I guess we might as well play a land. We almost might as well Tyrant's Choice, because they're almost never gonna, but anyway. It might become relevant. I don't think there's any reason to cast it this turn. Oh yeah, here comes the 5/5. Yeah, attack, attack, man. I was really into them when I was younger. Like, very, very into attack, attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Here comes Siege Worm. And they're going to tap their whole team, and then we're going to attack them for 6. And yeah, hopefully that spells their demise soon. We're going to keep drawing lands and lose. Watch. Guys, you don't, one does not simply tweet a picture of a of a Wall of Roots with a Rancor on it just to beat that deck later. That's not how this works. All right, opponent, is it Siege Worm time? Here it comes. Or Kabu Primarch. All right, they're sacking their Scions. So we're going to have a good attack next turn. But then the attacks get worse after that. Yep, losing a life. Pulse Tracker. Okay. So play a Pulse Tracker. Go to combat. Attack for 6. This is weird, guys. This is very, very weird. They're at 19, pretty far away from being dead, but they're also pretty far away from attacking, too. Like, they're probably going to start getting it with this Primarch, which just keeps making our attacks better. And maybe they're just going to draw a bunch of really huge stuff. Who knows? This is definitely a Lead the Stampede deck. Yeah, here comes Primarch. Yep, yep, yep. We go to 10. Is that Trample? No. And I'm going to pay one more time, because we are going to attack with it. I guess there was no reason to pay for it last time. Divest you. See what you got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will. Ooh, another Primarch and a Scatter the Seeds. It's interesting. So we'll take the Primarch. I think they're going to Scatter the Seeds and then... Yeah, kind of 2-for-1 us. But we're kind of dead here. We have to leave back a blocker, which really sucks. So I'm going to leave back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, we're just dead? Hold on. Hold the phone. So we attack with 1. We can block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 3. So I think I attack like this. We take 5, we take 8, we go to 1. All right. Let's go to 1. See what happens. They will trade with the Pulse Tracker, take 2, down to 16. We're representing 8, 10 damage on board next turn. They're going to scatter some seeds. Triggers, 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 triggers. And did you draw a Rancor? Or Might of the Masses, I guess they have as well. Or whatever that pump for all the... whatchamacallits. Do you have the pump spell? You do not. I am at 1. Woo! Okay, well, maybe Fungal Infection is actually good in this matchup. Nausea could be as well. I don't know, guys. That was pretty silly. I'm just running it back. All right. Yep, we're on the play this time. Not a Dark Ritual draw. Is it bad enough to mulligan? If we draw more lands, we're going to lose. If we draw a Dark Ritual, we're going to lose. Got a lot of dead draws. I don't think this is fast enough. Like, I actually think I have to mulligan this. There's only 17 lands in the deck. Okay. Mulliganing. Risking it. Bisking it. Okay. Find another threat on top, hopefully. It's getting worse. Play a Pulse Tracker past the turn. I think we're gonna die. Okay, we got a Lacerator. Things are gonna be okay. Everything's fine. Hey, okay. Let's see what happens. So play land, Dark Ritual. Tyrant's Choice. Picking Torture. Yeah. Life has been better. Life has definitely been better. We found our match. We finally found the ultimate match. A deck that doesn't do anything. I would. Divests are pretty good in this matchup, so maybe we'll find some divests. Scion Summoner has been pretty great. The new possibly Pauper playable? It could be. It could very well be. I would not. Who would I be to deny a deck that is potentially? We can't talk, man. We're on the tail end of bonus league here. Opponent cycling lands. Good. Good. Additional colony gardens. They're at 14. We're gonna take one. Find more lands. Deck. Buddy. Pretty good actually. When Divest came through, it really came through. Tyrant's Choice isn't getting any better, so. Alright, they're at 6. Come on. Come on, deck. Please. No more lands. Please, I mulliganed a hand with a bunch of lands in it. We can do better than this. Swing with the plants, sending a message. Okay, alright. Still attacking. Still dealing damage despite blocks. What is this? Scattering the seeds? Okay. Alright. Okay. Sure. That's gonna get us pretty good. That's a 2-for-1. Okay. Alright. I get it. And Nightmare Lookout. Flooding out on 17 lands does feel good, but I think the flooding is done for now. I don't think we can continue to flood. At least. But we're probably not going to win either. Let's top deck Tyrant's Choice, close it out. How about that? Not good. Okay. Pulse Tracker. We saw Epic Confrontation, so part of me just wants to swing him with this Night Market Lookout. We may draw Carrion Feeder too, so not throwing that away just yet. They might tap a bunch of their stuff. Don't scatter any seeds, please. Please don't. Come on, Tyrant's Choice for the win. Grotesque Mutation. For the not necessarily a win, but something that could resemble a win someday. Dothy Slayer. Any day. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Well, guys, our opponent could cast a Life Goes On here, and that would bum me out a lot, but if they don't have Life Goes On in hand, we win. Come on. Here comes Life Goes On. Oh, and we get a 2-3 to close out the night.